Welcome, everybody. It is Monday night. It is 7:05. Just kidding. If you look at your clock and it's 7:07, it's something weird with the gravitational pull and the way the magnets work in the center of the world. It doesn't really matter. Welcome to the Spicy Conversation. Now, we have three people joining us tonight, our good friends Holly, Chris, and Jerome. They are going to be our competitors for our Friday evening competition, which is super, super cool. We have season 25 sauces from Hot Ones that are being brought to us by our good friend Nathan Druin, which is super, super awesome. We got to experience the season 24 sauces last year. This year, we're stepping it up a notch. We're switching them up. We're going to jump up to season 25. We're going to be going tonight over the sauces, over the names, over the Scoville units, and we're going to be chatting a little bit with each of our competitors once the Wrangler finds himself back into the frame of the camera, because right now the ceiling light in his kitchen is not that great. There he is. I love it. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's bring in all competitors. Hello, folks. How are we doing tonight? What's up, everybody?
Hello.
Hi, everybody. How's it going? I'm going to mute Jerome because I don't know what he's doing over there. I think he's putting together a big block, a V8 or something. Who knows? But it's very loud. It's very loud. So we're going to keep him muted because he's a troublemaker. Hey, put your clothes back on. So what's up, guys? Chris Chapman in the house, the Wrangler, my man Jerome Schrock, and Scotch Bonnet, an enjoyer of spicy foods. Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. Super excited about Friday. Really looking forward to it. And I've learned a little bit. Chris, I've known you for years, man. I didn't know that you were an orphaner of chickens.
Yes.
I've known also Holly. I've met Holly several times, and I spoke with Bill Keevan just a few days ago, and he said he has the spicy queen ready to rock and roll, and she is uncanny in her ability to enjoy spicy foods. And Jerome the Wrangler is just a fantastic. He's a challenger. He likes he likes a good challenge, which is really cool. So thank you guys all for joining us tonight. Let's start with the lady in the lower left. Holly, how are you this evening? How's everything going?
It's going.
Yeah. How was your Monday?
Was
it wonderful? Was it amazing? Was it incredible?
Yes.
Excellent.
I have the week off, so relaxing
nice.
at home is pretty awesome.
Oh, so are those your plans for the week, just to relax and take it easy?
Somewhat, yeah.
Okay, I like it. So let's dive into it real quick, because Bill Keevan gave me a little bit of information in regards to some of the salt that you have in your kitchen. There's, I guess, a spicy pepperish salt that you just use randomly on a daily basis.
Yeah.
I have no idea, but apparently it's quite hot.
Yeah, I have a ghost pepper salt and a scorpion pepper salt, and yeah, sometimes if it needs a little salt and it needs a little heat, I'll just sprinkle some on and off we go.
Awesome. So how young were you when you first tried spicy food and then kept trying a little hotter and a little hotter? Because that's no joke. I mean, ghost pepper, scorpion pepper, we're talking some serious Scoville units. Did this come at a later age or earlier age in your youth? Like, how did you step into this?
Probably in my youth. My dad used to really like spicy food, and so I kept going. Yeah.
Apparently, to make it to now, you just have scorpion pepper salt sitting in your kitchen, ready to be, seasoned as needed. Yeah. That is excellent. Have you found yourself, because I'm a flavor person, so I like heat, but also, if it doesn't have great flavor, I'm kind of turned off on it a little bit. But when it gets really, really hot, I can't taste the flavor anyway. And apparently, you're enjoying these very, very spicy items. Can you taste the flavor, or can you just withstand the heat?
Well, I'm not adding a whole lot.
Sure.
Because, it is salt. You don't want to over salt things, but usually it's a very powerful salt, but you don't have to really add a lot of it.
I don't doubt that for a second. That's now have you just dabbled in the extremely spicy salts, or have you tried hot sauces before? Have you tried different kinds of?
Yeah, we've had my sister-in-law got us some ghost pepper salsa. We've had couple of jars of that, and right now we have a hot sauce called Smokin' Ghost.
Smoking Ghost.
It's a really nice. It's got heat. It's got flavor. It's made with ghost peppers and habaneros and some other stuff.
Nice.
Yeah, well, here on Amazon looking up ghost pepper salt to add it to my cart.
Right?
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, I got mine from what is the one in Winter Park? Tea and Spice Exchange.
Nice. Oh, fantastic. I didn't even know they made such a thing until Bill Keevan was telling me about it. And I was like, well, that sounds delicious and dangerous as well. That is really interesting. Have you ever done a competition like this, Holly? Have you ever kind of stepped into and experienced these types of,
not.
It's going to be interesting. This is, and all three of you are brand new competitors. We had our season 1 that we did last year. We had Nathan Druin, Richard Harris, and Jeffrey Lerner. And this year we wanted to bring 3 new competitors, and then the winner of this year will go up against the winner of last year, and we'll figure out who is the creme de la creme, of our hot sauce challengers, which is interesting. The 3 last year were just as ambitious as you guys were to get involved, to be a part of it. So thank you very, very much for being a part of this. It's awesome. I've known Jerome now going on a couple years. Chris, I've known for several years, and Holly, you and I've met many times. And we've known of each other for several years as well. So I'm excited that you're stepping into this, Holly, and you've never even tried anything like this before. How are you feeling? Are you feeling a little nervous? Are you feeling comfortable? You feeling, ready to rock and roll?
Nervous about being in front of a streaming audience. Yeah. Less so about the hot sauce.
She's like, yeah, the hot sauce is no big deal.
It's just going to be just mucus just draining out everywhere. You're gonna be great.
Don't let them psych you out. Just don't let them psych you out, Holly. That's what's going on.
Are you providing paper towels for the snot that will be flowing?
Oh yeah, we'll have. So there's a couple different ways. We'll have paper towels. We'll also have a drink of your choice to be able to kind of mitigate or minimize whatever it is. But please understand that there is a point system that we have Chef Dane and we also have Michelle working on that. So it right now we're looking at it. We're kind of putting some things together. However, if you do take a drink of whatever it is to kind of cool it down, that is going to take a couple points away. So it's going to be interesting to see how this moves forward. I'm working pretty close with Bill and Chef Dane in putting together a roundabout way, actually a very concise way to find out how you judge a hot sauce competition like this, because sometimes it's who makes it to the end. But I believe that all 3 of you are going to make it to the end. I believe that all 3 of you are going to try all of them. So then it really comes down to the fine details. How much of it was consumed? Did you have to take a drink? Did you have to take a break? Last year, one of our competitors had to walk outside and after the bomb, which was number 8, and totally missed number 9, then came back and finished up with number 10. But he took himself out for a moment. Man, Jerome is just going crazy with that landscape and portrait mode. It's so funny.
It's my freaking phone.
So with point deductions on drinking, what if there's a middle ground? What if we ghost salt some water or something that's just spicy water?
Well, water's not going to work for you anyways. Water makes it hotter to begin with. So.
Dude, that's hilarious, by the way.
Well, it's not so much the cooling of things. I'm just a water drinker. I just like to stay hydrated.
Right.
Yeah, stay hydrated.
And you also need to drink between wings anyways, because you got to cleanse your palate. You got to get prepped for the next wing. So there's a difference in what we're thinking of is after the wing, there's going to have to be a period of time that you don't drink something, for 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds let that kind of spice settle in, so you don't take a bite and you just drink right away. But of course, we want you to stay hydrated and enjoy yourself, and also, like Jerome, like you were saying, kind of cleanse your palate before the next wing comes up, the next sauce comes up, and there will be a little bit of time between each of the wings. Landon Nolan will be here on Friday night as well, so he's going to play 4 songs. I'm going to play 4 songs. Oh, cool.
So you're going to have 2 to 3 minutes between each swing to kind of relax and take it easy and kind of get your composure back. The first couple wings, of course, I'm sure you guys will work through those pretty quickly. We're going to go over those in just a heartbeat. But I wanted to chat with Jerome Schrock. Jerome Schrock, what up, dude? How are you tonight, man?
I am well.
Question for you. Walk me through it, dude. Are you a competitive fan? Are you a spicy fan? How did you agree to this? Were you just like, I love a competition, or do you really enjoy some hot sauces?
So I enjoy hot, spicy food.
all the time. There was a while back, I was in Texas when I was in the Air Force. I was in Texas with the crew, and we were at one of the wing places, like Wingstop or something like that. And they had this special where if you could eat 12 of their hottest wings, you would get them free.
Oh.
And so I said, I'll take free. I like free. Everybody at the table, there was like 10 or 12 of us. They were all laughing at me like I wouldn't do it. I ate all 12 wings. I was crying and snotting all over myself, but I completed the task and got them all for free, and they were all to the bone.
Free.
So,
holy smoke! Was it worth it?
No.
Okay.
Not at all. And again, that goes back to that where you get the heat, but you don't have any flavor.
Gotcha.
So, and of course, at the time, we're talking, I was 22, so
gotcha.
Little different era.
Little bit of ego, little bit of I want to win this.
I've also competed in 3 hot wing eating contests where to see how many you could eat.
Okay.
I've never won, but I've come in second and third, so I'm not unhappy with that. I don't remember the total quantity of wings that were eaten, but it was a lot.
Holy Moses, man.
And then as far as making wings, I have the Anchor Bar's recipe to make hot wings. Wow. Which is where buffalo wings come from. Hot wings come from the Anchor Bar in Buffalo, New York. And I have the recipe to make those wings.
Oh, nice. Man. Now, you and I chatted a little bit a couple weeks ago, and you were thinking about maybe whipping some of those up for Friday night show. Is that still a possibility?
I am still considering said whipping of wings.
He's still considering, so he's not sure
yet.
Well,
I believe I will. It's really simple.
Yeah. I just want to be able to make sure we can provide food for the people that are not competing. So we're going to pick up some basic stuff, some regular wings, some regular chicken tenders, probably hit up Publix because it's where shopping is a pleasure, and get some things for the people that aren't so drawn toward the Scoville. It's so just to give everybody something nice and easy to enjoy while they live vicariously through the three of you, who are braver than everyone. So a huge shout out to Holly and Jerome for joining me. I'm really excited that you guys are going to join us on Friday night, and thanks for sharing a little bit of your history as well, Jerome.
Cool. Just one last thing for all of your fans and viewers who have witnessed some of my heat that I have brought to the party. The wings, although they will be buffalo wings, I will be making them with the actual Anchor Bar recipe. I will be toning them down. They will not be hot. They will be like a more of a medium, just above medium type of a wing, so that everyone can enjoy them.
Nice, man. That's awesome. Thank you very much, dude. That's killer. That's killer.
So in cutting down the spice there, is there like a I'm just curious, how does one cut down spice in that scenario?
Acid.
Just acid?
Acid. I use tomato paste as the acid to acid and sweet. So acid and brown sugar. So tomato paste and brown sugar. Brown sugar is already in the recipe to begin with, so you just add a little bit more as needed.
Okay.
Nice, dude. Sweet. Would it be possible for you to set a little of that sauce to the side just so I can try it by itself?
There's always sauce left over.
That's what I'm talking about, man. That's awesome.
So
good.
Some people make a mistake when they're making wings is they put the sauce on the wing before they bake it or whatever. First of all, you should never bake wings. If you're making chicken wings, they need to be fried. You fry them, take them out, sauce them, and then if you want, and you want them really good, then you throw them on the grill, and they're amazing. But yeah, you always sauce after you fry. Fry, sauce, serve.
Fry, sauce, serve. FSS. I like it, man. That's the acronym we're going for. Fry, sauce, serve. I dig it.
There you go.
Chris Chapman, how you doing tonight, dude? Good to see you, man. You look so professional.
I do what I can.
You do. Well, you do it naturally, and you are amazing, sir. And thank you for being part of Friday Night Show. I reached out to Chris a couple days ago. I was like, "Yo, Chris, this is what's going on," and he was like, "Yo, I'm in. Let's do it. I'm down for a hot saucing." So question for you: When did you first start to get into the spicy of the spicy sauces, to step into the higher Scoville units than your normal buffalo? Were you young? Were you a teenager? Is this your first time? You've never done it before, and you just think it would be fantastically entertaining for everybody?
It might have been college. There was a pizza shop across the street in Pittsburgh that had $2 extra large pizzas, just like inedible, completely terrible pizza that everyone just layered with hot sauce and Parmesan to like bring it into the edible arena. and that kind of just like started there, and then we just went crazy. So pizza is where it started.
Nice. That's a great story. I love that, man. I mean, I think I've done, there was a place called, and now this is about 20 years ago. Lazy Moon has come a long way since then. But there was a place up in the UC7 Plaza right by UCF, and they had, for like $1.50, you can get a huge slice of pizza and a Pabst Blue Ribbon for like $1.50, and the pizza was not great, but they also had Parmesan and hot sauce pretty much everywhere, and that was just kind of like a routine that everybody would put Parmesan, everybody would put hot sauce, then other people would bring their own hot sauces, because the hot sauce they had there was good, but it was your basic medium, nothing too crazy, but other people kept bringing their own hot sauces. The Parmesan never went away, and still to this day, you can go to Lazy Moon and you can buy a slice of pizza with extra Parmesan and hot sauce on it. They added it to the menu because it was such a popular thing for all the college students to do, which was super cool. So it's a do you guys have you experienced, or do you know the hottest sauce that you've had, and around what Scoville unit you guys have personally tried before?
I'd have to do some research there. Generally speaking, scorpion pepper cheese, just a block of it, and going at it is kind of
just eating a block of scorpion pepper cheese.
It's fun.
America.
That's America.
America.
Actually, with that, I'm not certain if the peppers in the cheese reduces the Scoville like would usually happen with the reduction for a sauce.
Gotcha.
Maybe
I think it would, because of the dairy.
It's possible.
It would temper it. It wouldn't necessarily reduce the Scoville, but it probably tempers it somewhat because it's dairy.
Yeah. No. What about you, Jerome? Do you know what sauce you've tried that has been the hottest sauce, and do you know the relative Scoville units connected to it?
The one I told you about, where I ate the 12 wings, that was the hottest I've ever eaten in a chicken wing. And no, I don't remember what the Scoville level was.
Nice. We're going to go over our sauces here in just a moment. I do want to ask Holly, because she seems like a woman of specificity. So I'm wondering, do you know the hottest pepper or the hottest sauce that you've had before, and around where on that level of Scoville it sits?
I do not know. It was a number of years ago, and it was on wings, and I had chosen a variety of sauces for the wings, and whatever it was all heat and no flavor. And I sadly just had to power through it. It was like...
Well, that's okay. So we're all kind of in a little bit of a world of the unknown. We're not 100% sure. That's even more incredible that you guys are willing to step into this, because I have been a fan of the show Hot Ones for a long time. Holly and I briefly talked about it the other day. Holly was like, "Is this kind of along the lines?" Yes and no. With the sauces, yes, of course. Now, in the show itself, they do 10 hot wings and 10 hotter questions. So we are going to have a little bit of time in between the songs to talk to you guys, to see how it's going, to find out a little bit about your experience, how everything is, how you're feeling, whether you're soldiering on, whether you're stepping away, and then ultimately learn as much about you as possible, because the hotter the wings get, the more honest people get, apparently, and the more forthcoming they become, because then they're so verklempt that they have nothing but to do other than share the absolute unmitigated truth with everybody, which we're really excited, because we have a series of very difficult questions, mostly for Jerome, to really figure out who is your daddy and what does he do. Are you guys familiar with this show, Hot Ones? Have you seen this show? Have you heard of this show before?
Oh, yes.
So much fun.
Great show.
Really great. A lot of great interviews. A lot of great
interview.
Yeah, man. A lot of great questions. I've been watching it for several seasons now. I haven't watched it 25 seasons, but I've watched a lot of the shows, and it was. I thought it was really great. I really like the interview style, and I really enjoy the different types of hot sauces. Last year we did have season 24, and I think I tried from 1 all the way up to maybe 6 or 7, which was very hot but tasted really good. I stopped at number 8, which is Da Bomb. I did try a little tiny itsy bitsy dab on my pinky of number 9, and I can still feel the heat on my tongue from a year ago. So and I lost a sock. I don't know where that sock just burst into flames, and now it's gone. I thought the dryer ate it. I think the hot sauce just burned it right up. I have no idea. I did not try number 10. I love life too much, and then I didn't know what would happen if I could still taste number 9. I was worried that if I tried number 10, I would just spontaneously combust. So I was a little concerned with that. However, I don't mind hosting a fantastic show
show of 10 delicious sauces for 3 of my friends to get together and enjoy and then share with us their experiences. So it'll be really good. My good friend Nathan is providing all the hot sauces. So we're going to go over these real quick. We're going to chat a little bit about them, and then
that's your kink, that just to watch the everyone else do the hot sauce. Nice.
Yeah. So let's chat about this. This is what we are looking at for our Friday night show. So this is the season 25 box that we will be enjoying, provided by our good friend Nathan Drew. And this is the Hot Ones season 25 collector's box right here. And it was very interesting because Holly and I were actually joking about her nickname, what it was going to be, and she wound up going with Scotch Bonnet, which just happens to be number 6, which was really, really cool. We're going to get into that as well. So this gives you guys a little bit of a heads up of what we're going to be looking at. Normally the Scoville units on number 1 start at about 1,200, 1,250 to 1,500. Nice and easy. The Last Dab experience, it does get up there. Usually you're going to see a jump around number 8, and if you guys are familiar with Hot Ones, then you know that right around number 8, Da Bomb, is where things kind of shift up a little bit, and this is where we start to separate the adults from the children. I would probably stop at maybe 5. Personally. So I have mad respect for everybody else, and I have no room to speak. But it's going to be really interesting. And also Nathan said he is bringing the season 26 box for the audience to try. That if they're interested in trying any of the sauces from season 26, he's going to have that as well. He tried 25 and 26, all the sauces. So our competitive sauces are going to be from season 25, and then 26 is going to be for the audience to experience. So let's chat about some of these Scoville units because they're looking pretty good, and I'm super excited for this. So there is the list, ladies and gentlemen. The hot sauce for season 25, and we're going to get into it real quick, which I'm really excited about. We're looking at Hot Ones, the classic hot sauce, starting at a Scoville rating of 1,800. Nothing crazy, little spice, little kick, no big deal. I think you guys are really going to enjoy that. You're going to power right through it. It's no problem. I don't even think you're going to break a sweat. It does step it up a little bit. It more than doubles it with Little Dick's Ghost Pepper Pear Hot Sauce, which sounds absolutely delicious. I'm a big fan of pear anyway, so I'm excited to try this pear. This one I probably will try. This hits a Scoville rating of 6,900. So your normal hot sauce that you're going to find around about your Tabascos and stuff like that usually sit between 1,500 and 2,000. So that's your classic one. It's going to step it up a little bit with Little Dick's Ghost Pepper Pear Hot Sauce to 6,900. And then this is a pretty big jump. Neil's Real Deal Smoked Onion Hot Sauce takes you from 6,900 up to 17,000. So that is a pretty big jump just from number 2 to number 3, which I think is going to be really, really, really good. I think it's going to be very, very interesting to see. Real quick, a couple of little shout-outs for people in the crew. Nathan Jewin, what's up? Aaron Pearson, one of the best bassists I've ever seen. Mailbox Destroyers in the house. Mama Floyd in the house. Con Nunez in the house. Michelle Hess in the house. We got Chris Chapman, Jerome, our lovely friend Holly. My name is Billy Floyd. This is KitchenKillaz, and we're chatting Friday night. We have our 2nd annual Hot Wing competition, and your 3 competitors, ladies and gentlemen, are on the screen right now. We're taking your bets, putting your money down. We're going to figure out who's going to take home the championship. Nathan Jewin is creating a trophy for one of you amazing competitors to take home. So there will be parting prizes for everybody, and it's going to be super, super interesting to have everybody over at the house and enjoying some music. Landon Nolan's going to be here. Myself, Tyler, and Landon are going to play some tunes. I'm going to whip up some tunes as well, and we're going to be chatting with each one of our competitors between each of these wings. And let's get back to it. So Neil's Real Deal Smoked Onion Hot Sauce up to 17,000. Then we're going to go ahead and almost double that again. Hot Ones Los Calientes Verde sauce. That's actually one of my favorites. So number 4, I had it last year. Really, really, really great. Some of these are new, and they switch them up every season. So this season 25, a little bit different than season 24. And then season 26 that Nate's bringing is going to be a little bit different than this one as well. So we're up to Hot Ones Los Calientes Verde hot sauce at 36,000 Scoville unit. I think that's going to be super tasty too. I've tried it before. It does have a little heat to it, but nothing too robust where I think it's going to knock anybody out of their seat, especially 3 champions like the 3 that we have joining us tonight. Then we step it up to 52,000 Scoville units with Dawn's Apple Caraway hot sauce. I do love the fact that there are so many different types of flavors in all of these. When you're talking about the onion hot sauce, the pear hot sauce, the apple caraway hot sauce, I really enjoy that, and I think it's going to be an awesome balance of flavor and heat until we start getting into those later numbers. We're going to step up to this next one at Pepper, North Jerk, and Scotch Bonnet hot sauce. Now, I do want to spin it over to Holly real quick. This is running a Scoville unit of 71,000. And this says Scotch Bonnet hot sauce. Holly, your nickname is Scotch Bonnet. There it is right there, Scotch Bonnet, an enjoyer of spicy food. So I wanted to chat real quick. Where did this nickname come from? Is this your favorite type of pepper, of sauce? Like, I thought it was a super cool twist. I didn't even know that Scotch Bonnet was one of the actual sauces in the season 25 lineup until I checked it today just before pre-show. So
it's rigged.
It's rigged. So where did this nickname, why did you give yourself this name?
I don't know. It just, I was trying to workshop some names that were kind of relevant to eating hot sauce, and that one kind of popped in because of my Scottish heritage, and the Scotch bonnet and habaneros are pretty similar. So, I've used it in some recipes before.
Oh, so see, that's what I really like, that you guys are all purveyors of the kitchen as well. We've tried Jerome's food a couple different times. He's been a part of our meatloaf competition, a part of our chili competition. He won the Armstrong chili competition just a couple months ago. We've crashed Chris Chapman's kitchen several times, and he's whipped up some absolutely delicious foods. And also, Holly, the fact that you're just rocking scorpion pepper salt in your kitchen tells me that you probably have some prowess in the kitchen as well, whipping up some tasty, delicious stuff. So I like the fact that you guys are all also, enjoyers of creativity when it comes to the kitchen and being able to utilize that. I like your nickname, Holly. I think it's going to be really good. Now, we haven't made it too far into these sauces yet. We've only made it up to number 6 at 71,000 Scoville units. How are you guys feeling about that? Are you feeling a little warm under the collar? Are you feeling okay? Think it's no big deal? How are you guys thinking?
The Verde sauces. Generally speaking, I've been drifting towards Verde recently on tacos an awful lot. So, I know that's 4 or 5, but I'll have a fun pit stop there.
Oh, yeah, that's number 4, 36,000 Scoville, and I tried that last year, and I actually tried it a couple different times, and it was really, really good. And I'm fairly sensitive to spice, no problem. Again, if the flavor's there, I can handle the heat, and that one I thought was absolutely delicious. I will say the ghost pepper pear hot sauce, Little Dick's ghost pepper pear hot sauce, Nate says is absolutely fantastic as well. So what are you thinking, Jerome and Holly, about making it to this level of like 36,000 Scoville units? Are you guys worried a little bit? Do you think no big deal, just kind of looking forward to it, another walk in the park? How are you feeling?
It seems pretty reasonable.
Holly's like, I'm good.
Yeah.
No problem. She's like, I'm still worried more about being in front of everybody than the hot sauce.
Yeah, this is weird.
Yeah, well, you're doing a fantastic job, and you're super cute, so you're knocking it out of the park. Jerome, you're cute too. Don't worry about it. So, Jerome, how you feeling about these hot sauces so far, my man? You just looking forward to the delicious flavors?
I'm definitely looking forward to the flavors. Like you asked if we watch the show. I love watching the show and watching people go through the wings and seeing their expressions. So that's going to be interesting to be on the other side of the table and actually experience that. So there's 10 of them, right?
Yes, yeah, there are 10 of them.
I think I just knowing my own palate, I would say probably up until about 6 or 7 will probably be good. 7, 8, 9 are probably going to be teary-eyed.
Gotcha. Yeah,
I don't even have snot coming out of my ears. I don't know.
There's a really big jump from number 6 to number 7. So right now we paused at the Pepper North Jerk and Scotch Bonnet hot sauce because that's Holly's nickname. So I figured we would chat with Holly a little bit. We're gonna step it up. That one's at 71,000 Scoville units. The next one we step up is number 7. That's the Pepper Ninja Napalm hot sauce. Just fantastic name. The Pepper Ninja Napalm hot sauce. And that comes in. Let me go ahead and bring this up real quick so we can share it with everybody. That comes in at 133,000 Scoville units. So that's going to step it up. That's going to step it up a little bit right there. That's a pretty big jump. When we start at number 1, the Hot Ones Classic Hot Sauce at 1,800 Scoville. By the time we get to number 7, we're looking at 133,000 Scoville units. So, I mean, we are going to be stepping it up a little bit, kind of taking that heat index up a little bit. And I think right around there, Jerome, you may be right. Like, that's probably where I would maybe be done. It's going to be interesting to see how you guys handle it. And, of course, if you're used to eating these hot spices and these hot sauces and these hot foods and hot peppers, then I think this is just going to be kind of like maybe a little just self-control, just moderation, taking it easy, making sure you breathe right, no rush, because the competition not only is with the other three, but it's mostly with yourself. Don't die. Make sure everything is okay. And of course, whatever you want to drink, we're going to do our best to provide you, whatever that is. So some people may be water fans, some people may be milk fans, whatever that is, we want to make sure that we're able to provide that for you guys. So at any point, at any time, you can remove your discomfort and make sure you're okay. And of course, take your time, because again, in between each sauce, you're going to have 2 to 3 minutes, 3 to 4 minutes maybe, because there's a song. So you have some time to kind of calm down and take it easy and relax a little bit, get a drink, take a breath, and then gear up for the next one. So the next one, now we're stepping up. Now, if you guys have watched Hot Ones, most of the time they'll say number 8 is where it all changes. That's where everything kind of gets hot. That's where it steps up the game. And I will say this, there's not that big of a Scoville difference between number 8, Da Bomb Beyond Insanity Hot Sauce, and the Pepper Ninja Napalm Hot Sauce. Ninja Napalm Hot Sauce comes in at 133,000. Da Bomb Beyond Insanity Hot Sauce, just a little bit higher at 135. Nothing too crazy, 135.6. But apparently that's where it kind of steps up right there. So we're looking at 135,600 Scoville units right there, compared to our Hot Ones Classic Hot Sauce at 1,800. So right there, again, if you've watched the show, that's where it steps it up. So we can kind of mentally prepare for it, get geared up and ready to rock and roll. Not saying that you guys will experience the same thing. You may not. You may try it and be like, that's not bad at all. No big deal. Totally easy. It's still just a regular day in the neighborhood. Just another Friday.
If you want to go back and watch some old Hot Ones that are out of the recent rotation, DJ Khaled, highly recommend the DJ Khaled episode.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, got to see that. All right.
Wow.
There's some really good ones. One with Neil deGrasse Tyson was a favorite of mine. Tenacious D was a favorite of mine. Just some really, really good ones. Gordon Ramsay, one of my favorites. It was absolutely fantastic. He brought like a little carrying case, a cooler, with him with all of these different things that he thought would reduce the overall spice of the peppers and the sauces. But then he realized the higher he got on the list of sauces, it didn't matter what he ate, it didn't matter what he drank, it didn't matter what he did. And he actually said something like that to Sean. He goes, "It really doesn't matter what I do, does it?" And he goes, "No, it doesn't matter what you do, not at this level." So it was very, very interesting to see some of those shows.
Now, I wonder if Gator, for instance, would modify the whole situation, being a bit more greasy, a bit more oily.
I got you. As a protein.
Yeah.
Instead of chicken.
I wonder if it would be a better or worse delivery vehicle.
I don't know. I would imagine, because I think, like Jerome was saying before, the utilization of dairy and the milk and the cheese, which may cut through it, is actually going to reduce it a little bit. But the acidity is also going to reduce it. He was saying, he adds tomato paste, which is going to add that acidity, and that's going to bring that hot kind of down to a medium. But I know I hear what you're saying, like, because that Gator is a little more greasy, it's a little more oily. Would that enhance it? Would that have no impact on it at all? Would that actually reduce it? Like, how would that work out? That would be very interesting.
Is fat soluble, so it's what binds it is fat. So being more fatty.
Yeah, would it encapsulate it, and would it allow you to consume it easier and almost like a little more engulfed in an envelope of that fatty material? So it's a bloop, done, no problem. Right, or is it going to enhance it and make it even hotter? There's only one way to find out. That's a
Florida Man Gator.
Yeah, 100%. So when we step up to number 8, again, number 8 is Da Bomb Beyond Insanity Hot Sauce. That's 135,600. I haven't heard a lot of great things about how it tastes, but I have heard that this is kind of where the game changes for everybody, and that really you start to feel that sensation of heat. This next one, I'm not necessarily sure who had their calculators out. But from number 7 to number 8, there's only a 2,000 to 2,600 Scoville jump. However, from number 8 to number 9, we go from Da Bomb Beyond Insanity Hot Sauce at 135,600 to Fresno Sauce Arbol Scorpion Hot Sauce at 820,000. So we're taking that 135,600 and we're multiplying it by almost 7, bringing it up to 820,000 Scoville units. At this point, I'm not necessarily sure if flavor has really anything to do with it at all. I think it's just going to be a battle of attrition. I think. Now,
are we going for individual bites, or are we going for a clean wing?
Well, see, that's part of that is part of the point system is how much of the wing is consumed, and if you need to drink anything. So if you have it and then within 2 seconds you're like, oh my God, cool, no problem, do it. But also realize, that'll take a couple points away from the point collection as this goes. And it'll be interesting because Chef Dane and Bill Keevan and I are kind of working through the details of how we're going to do this, because we want it to be, we want it to be fair for everybody. And it's also interesting to see it because I genuinely think you guys are going to make it all the way to the end. So it's not about who makes it to the end and who makes it to the end faster. So there has to be certain ways that we're able to kind of judge this and give a good point scale. So that's why I bring in some other people, because I'll be kind of busy doing my thing, but I will be chatting with you guys a little bit in between each of the sauces. But leaving it up to the point watchers, Michelle Hess helped out big time last year, where she was kind of watching and helping everybody out. So we're going to have Chef Michelle, and we'll have Bill Keevan there to help to provide you guys with anything that you need. You shouldn't have to move. You shouldn't have to get up. You shouldn't have to do anything. We want to make sure you have everything provided to you 100%, whether it's napkins, whether it's drinks, whether it's food, whatever it is. Just let us know what it is, because we want you guys to be as comfortable as possible, and realize that you're the stars of the show, and we're all here to kind of cater to you. You guys are the ones going through it. I get to enjoy vicariously through all of you and play some music.
Is that your kink?
Yeah, well, a little bit. So it's going to be interesting to see when this one steps up, because this one steps up to 820,000. A Fresno sauce, Arbol, Arbol, Scorpion hot sauce. Now, I will say this, Holly, you said you sound very familiar with scorpion pepper. And you have the scorpion pepper salt. Is that what one of the salts that you use?
It is. Yeah. So, and someone actually gifted me some dried scorpion peppers once, and I made the mistake of trying to infuse some tequila with it, and I overdid it.
Holy smokes. They gave you dried scorpion peppers and you tried to infuse it into tequila?
Yep.
I love it. I mean, this is what we do as humans. That's exactly what we do.
It's margarita bites back.
Oh yeah, big time. So walk me through it, Holly. How did you infuse it into the tequila? Did you cook it down? Did you try to grind it up and kind of work it into the tequila itself and let it set and ferment? Like, what happened?
Yeah, I just put a few chilies in a bottle and poured some tequila into it and let it sit for a few more days than I probably should have. Yeah.
Wow.
It's not particularly drinkable.
No, I wouldn't imagine. It sounds like more of a rite of passage than it would be something that you like share with your friends. You're like, oh, you want to be into our club? You're gonna have to drink. You're gonna have to drink this. I would
not subject my friends to that.
You're gonna have to drink the scorpion infused tequila. Chris is like, not your friends.
Yeah.
Oh man! By any chance, do you still have that scorpion pepper infused tequila that you might be able to bring by on Friday night, so we can find if a couple people want to try it out?
Okay.
Yes.
Off will already be torched. Why not?
Jerome's like, sign me up, bro. That's awesome. I like how the first thing you came up with, Holly, was to infuse it in tequila. Did you use those dried scorpion peppers and anything else?
No, they're still sitting in my freezer.
Gotcha. Well, you're more than welcome to bring them by on Friday night. We're going to have Chef Dane in the house. Chef is a renowned chef from Central Florida. He does some incredible things. So he might be able to infuse it into something else or see what he can do with it. If they're going to sit in your freezer, if you have plans for them, by all means, do whatever you want to do with them. But if you think that they're going to live and die in the freezer, you're more than welcome to bring them by. At least we may be able to look and not touch. And remember, I will say this, and you guys see this on Hot Ones all the time. Don't touch your face. Don't touch your eyes. We'll have plenty of wet naps. We'll have plenty of paper towels and everything. But it is very, very popular. I know you guys have seen it where somebody is crying or and they grab a napkin and they go for their face right away. So, we are going to have stuff on hand right there just in case that it does happen, and you'll be surrounded by people that do nothing but just love and want to take care of everybody. So by any means, if you need anything at all, just let anybody know. Again, we're going to have Chef Bill and Michelle will pretty much be with you guys all night just in case you need anything at
all, they'll be able to provide that for you to make sure that you guys are fully taken care of and fully comforted. Chris, have you tried a scorpion pepper before? Have you experienced this yet? Aside from the cheese.
The cheese. I don't know that I've raw dogged some scorpion pepper now.
Raw dog scorpion. Okay. All right.
How about you, Mr. Jerome Schrock? How are you feeling about this? Have you experienced a scorpion pepper-ish thing before, whether it be a sauce or a seasoning or a salt or anything like that?
Yes. So one of my sister's pilots makes his own hot sauce, and he made a ghost pepper sauce a while back. And I was pretty excited to get it. And so when I got it, it came in a bottle about yay big, and it had an eyedropper in it.
Was it an extract?
It was potent.
Well, if it had an eyedropper to it, then probably. Holy smokes, dude!
Yeah, I didn't realize that I was supposed to use the eyedropper. I just thought it was a cute container they put it in. I was wrong.
Oh my god! Oh no!
But I ate whatever it was I made because I made it, so gotta eat it.
Yes, I mean I get it. But what did you make? And did you not use the eyedropper? Did you just bloop 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 bloop?
Yes, I bloop bloop blooped, and I think. I have no idea what I was making. I probably just used it in some other sauce that I was making just to make the sauce spicy.
I will say this: Nathan Druin said he's 100% going to take a shot of that tequila, Holly. So you bring that scorpion pepper infused tequila, my man Nathan Druin's down, baby, down, down, down. So this is awesome. Also, his comment about Da Bomb Beyond Insanity. He said it's not Da Bomb Beyond Insanity; it's Da Bomb Evolution. So it's just a straight up evil sauce. It's going to be interesting because again, that only steps it up a couple thousand Scoville from the previous one, from number 7. I think it goes from like 133.6 to 135. So nothing huge. It's going to be really interesting to see that jump from that 135,600 in the Bomb Beyond Insanity all the way up to the Fresno, which is really, really taking it up there. That's taking it up to 820,000. So I think that one for me personally would just be powering through. I would just try to muscle through it. Try to eat the wing, try to eat as much as I can, try to keep it from getting on the outside of my mouth, the outside of my lips, because that's where I feel like it's really gonna burn because it's such a soft skin. So that's how I would probably try to do it, as careful as I can, and then I would just try to eat it, be done, and then just try to go to my happy place and see if I can sit there for a little bit without dying. It's going to be very interesting to see once you guys get to this level. Do you guys know if you've tried any hot sauce that is that hot on the Scoville level before?
I do not know if I have.
I don't know.
Gotcha.
I think I did some million Scoville wings one time, but it was so long ago that it was definitely before the scorpion pepper was out. So
yeah. Well, you've survived to talk about it, which is fantastic. I still think I would just spontaneously combust if I ate a hot sauce that hot. I just,
in the realm of really good hot sauces, I'll recommend a crawfish place in Orlando here, Hot and Juicy.
Oh, dude, I love Hot and Juicy. I've been there before, and it is absolutely incredible. That's go ahead.
I found it out in Vegas, and they're like, "Oh, we only have a couple restaurants open," and the other one was Orlando. So I'm like, "Sweet."
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, man, that's going to be very interesting. And again, one of my favorite things about this is watching so many shows. You realize that a lot of these really hot sauces, some of them do have fantastic flavor. But when you get to the 9 and the 10, I've heard many people several times say, "Wow, that one is it is very hot, but the flavor is delicious." So that's what I'm hoping that we kind of experience on Friday, is that there is a good balance of that spice, that heat, and that flavor. And that combination of just delicious types of ingredients to be kind of placed into a bottle, so you guys have a little bit of a silver lining when you're stepping into these really, really hot sauces. We are left with only one left, and that is the last dab, ladies and gentlemen, which, as you know, it is totally up to you. And with Hot Ones, what they do at the very end, it is already tossed into sauce. But if you are willing, you are more than welcome to take the bottle and add one last dab and step into that. Now, that Scoville unit, we step up big time as well. We triple the Scoville unit from the Fresno sauce, the Scorpion hot sauce from 820,000, up to the Hot Ones, the last dab experience hot sauce, which is 2.6
million. So that is going to be one heck of a jump up to the very, very last sauce. What a way to put it to bed right there is going to be that last dab hot sauce, which is going to be absolutely incredible. I want to go through just a little bit of it. This is the explanation. For Pepper X Scoville heat units, the ingredients are the Pepper X pepper, distilled vinegar, Pepper X pepper powder, and Pepper X pepper distillate, which is more pepper on top of more pepper, then on top of more pepper. So that is really going to step it up from, again, 860,000 all the way up to 2.6 million. And that is the last dab experience right there. So those are the 10 sauces that we're going to be looking at on Friday night. They're not going to be huge wings. They're going to be small wings. I'm more interested in the sauce than filling everybody up. It's not about how much chicken you can eat. It has nothing to do with that. But we do want to make sure that we provide you guys. And if you choose wings, that's fine. If you choose tenders, that's okay. We want to try to stay to the same protein. We'd like everybody to enjoy the same thing. So if some people don't want tenders, they want wings. If everybody's okay with wings, we'll get to that. The three of us or the four of us can all talk and figure out what you guys want to have on Friday night. I want to make sure that everybody has what they're comfortable with or what they're happy with, and then we'll kind of make sure that we make that the same for everybody. So if everybody's okay with traditional flats, we'll do that. If they're okay with traditional tenders, whatever you guys are feeling, we can pretty much do whatever that is.
Drumettes or flats are good with me.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah,
awesome. Holly, how you feeling? What is your go-to? Are you okay with your traditional chicken wings?
Sure.
All right. Holly does. I love Holly. She's so sweet. She's like, I'm here to win, baby. So Nathan is putting together a really, really awesome prize for everybody, which is going to be a great trophy to be able to take home. We are also going to be offering a prize as well as from KitchenKillaz to our first place winner. Our second and third place winners get consolation prizes of, thinking about their decisions over the next couple days, which is going to be very, very interesting to see and experience that. I am going to try some of the hot sauces with you guys. I made it all the way up to 9 last year, but it was literally just a little tiny dab with my pinky, and I could still feel this part of my tongue. It still has no feeling to it. So mad respect to everybody that's going to be participating on Friday night, and thank you guys all for making the show. If it wasn't for the three of you making Friday night, it wouldn't even remotely be the same. We'd have a fun Friday night. It would be good, but this really kind of steps it up, and it brings to light a really, really awesome part of the community that we have, which are 3 incredibly brave souls, all the way from 1,500 Scoville all the way to 2.693 million Scovilles with the Last Dab experience. It's going to be a good night. We are going to have Landon Nolan in the house. Him and I are going to be splitting a set. We got a couple surprises for you as well. Landon has been in the studio for the past couple months working on a brand new album. So him, myself, and Tyler is going to jump on Cajon. We're going to be playing you guys some jams on Friday night as well. I'm going to pop in there and play a couple tunes myself. But in between all the songs, we're going to be chatting with the three of you and interviewing and getting a little information about how you're feeling, how the sauces are, whether it's good, the spices, the flavors, the recommendations. And then at the very end, we'll tally all our points together. I do not tally. I leave that up to Bill, Chef Dan, and Michelle, and we will figure out who is the winner extremely hot chicken dinner champion of 2025, which is going to be a lot of fun. Before we get into it, do you guys have any questions? Anything about the points? Anything about what to wear? However you want to show up, whatever you need to drink, just be comfy, wear some comfy clothes, whatever it is that you want to drink, let us know. So if you guys want something acidic, let us know. If it's juices, if it's milks, if it's waters, whatever it is, we're going to provide it for you. We'll make sure that you guys have to do nothing but just bring your competitive spirit. So the show starts at 9:05. Feel free to get here as early as you want. You guys are going to be set up right back here. In front of this window in the back where the studio couch goes. We're going to have some cameras and some microphones set up there as well. I'll be hanging out with you guys while Landon and Tyler play some jams. We'll be chatting in between each of the songs about the sauces. And then we'll have a really good night. I'm really looking forward to it. We're going to have a great crowd on Friday night. A lot of people are very, very excited for this show. I don't think I've had a single no inviting people to the show to watch this competition. So I'm really, really grateful for all three of you for participating in this on Friday night. It's going to be a lot of fun. And I hope on Saturday we can all still be friends. But
I make no promises.
Drum's like, I may not like you anymore, dude. But it's so yeah, man. Do you guys have any questions for me? Is there any other clarifying information I may be able to provide from you before our show on Friday?
So the wing itself is going to just be a regular chicken wing with no seasoning, no flavor. It's just gonna be a bald chicken wing, and we're just putting hot sauce on it, or are we getting hot wings and putting hot sauce on it?
No, we're not getting hot wings and putting hot sauce on it. I'm actually speaking with Chef Dane, so Chef Dane's going to be taking care of the wings that evening. So if anything, they may do a light seasoning, but we're not getting hot wings and then putting a sauce on it. I think we're going to do just traditional fried flats. Or flappers, whatever you guys consider them. I'm not a big drum fan when it comes to stuff like that. If you guys want drums, we can do drums. Totally up to you. But these are just going to be your regular traditional, maybe a little SPG, a little salt, pepper, garlic, just give it a basic flavor. And then, hi, kitty. And then go ahead and toss them. What's up? Oh, what's your kitty's name? Stop. Everything stop. What's the kitty's name?
Her name is Frida.
Hi, Frida. She's so cute. She's like, I want to be on camera, Mom. Excuse me. Do I get to come to the hot sauce challenge? Here's my tail.
No, I don't think you do.
So yeah, we're just doing traditional wings, a little salt, pepper, garlic. I imagine we're going to go ahead and fry those, toss them, and then you guys will be ready to go. I will say, last year there was the way that we handled that, because a lot of these sauces can get very spicy. So some people wanted to be able, some people wanted to use gloves. Some people don't have to use those, but when we take care of them, that's what we do. So we'll be gloved up when we're kind of rolling and tossing everything, make sure everything's good. I want to take care of Dane and Bill and Michelle as well. And if you get something like a 2.6 million Scoville unit hot pepper sauce on you, who knows? So we are going to try to practice. They say safety first, last, and always. So we're going to practice as much safety as possible to make sure we provide that to you. You're going to get a clean plate every single round, so it's not going to be the same plate with wing on sauce on sauce on sauce, wing, 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 wing. So every single round, you're going to get a brand new plate, a nice clean plate. Everything will be totally fresh. Very similar to the block that they do with hot ones when they have them all lined up. I would love to be able to do something like that. That'd be super, super cool. We may do something like that because I've got 4 days and I can do amazing things in 4 days. So we may do something like that, but I'm going to touch base with Chef Dane, Bill, and Michelle before I go too crazy on creating something that I'm actually not judging, before I start making too many executive decisions. But I like to just pepper it with inspiration. So Friday night should be a lot of fun. Show goes live at 9:05. You guys can get here whenever you want. It's no problem. I'll be home right around 6 o'clock. We'll be getting everything squared, plugging everything in, going through the basic show setup. But you guys are more than welcome to come by whenever you're ready, and I'll make sure you have all the contact information. Jerome and Chris, I know you already have location information. Holly, I'll send it over to you as well. But I appreciate all of you guys. Thank you so much for popping on tonight. Thank you for sharing some time with me and a little bit of stories of all of you and how you got involved in hot sauces. And I'm really, really looking forward to this, since the three of you are not really experienced in these hot sauce challenges. You're not really sure. You're totally open-minded. You're really looking forward to it. I sense a very calm, competitive spirit in all three of you. Holly, I think, is the one who's scaring me the most. Like, she's smiling the whole time. She's like, I'm more worried about people than the hot sauce, Billy. Just give me the trophy now. Hold on, Jerome. You're up, dude. What's up?
Oh, let her start at 10, then it's over, and we can just enjoy the rest of the night.
Dude, that'd be a way to go, bro. Oh my God, start with 2.6 million. Oh my goodness gracious. Might as well just get into your car and redline it when it's cold in the morning. Just go ahead and rock it. It'll be fine. But that's going to be a lot of fun, man. Nate did bring up one more question. Are we going to get to try the KitchenKillaz barbecue sauce on Friday? Yes, sir. It is right here. We got our first test bottles of our very first KitchenKillaz barbecue sauce, which has kind of been a brainchild and a dream of mine for years. Back to the Glassboro house, which is over 6 years ago, and I was able to partner up with the Voodoo Foundation, and we were able to create our own KitchenKillaz bottled barbecue sauce, which is right here, and it is a sweet and smoky sauce, which absolutely fantastic. I already cracked open one of the bottles. We did do an order of 75 bottles, so we have 75 bottles of barbecue sauce coming in. The other, because we had to do 10,000, but we split it between 5 of us, so each of us have 2,000 bottles to delve into. So once those 72 are gone, I'm going to have more bottles and more ready to rock and roll. I think it's going to go pretty quick. The barbecue sauce is absolutely delicious. I've literally been dipping everything in it over the past couple days since I've had it. So yes, Nathan, we're going to get to try the KitchenKillaz barbecue sauce on Friday. That'll be here as well.
That's a fast track to diabetes.
Listen, I keep my girlish figure. I'm born with barbecue sauce. I don't know. I have no idea. That and seafood. It's like, I think God put me on the planet for 2 things, and one of them is to eat all the seafood. I'm not sure what the first one is. Clearly, it's not to eat hot sauces. That's just not my jam. I feel like that may be y'all's jam.
But it should be a lot of fun. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Any final words, Chris Chapman, that you would like to share with the crew before we bid everyone a fond farewell?
Isn't it a little odd that when you sit down to eat chicken wings, you'll take out 8 or more? That's kind of the ratio of humans to chickens. We got to thin the herd a little bit.
The orphaner of chickens. Dun, dun, yes. Dun. Jerome Schock, what you got for him, my man? The Wrangler of Wranglers.
I am looking forward to this. It's going to be fun. It doesn't really matter. I'm not really concerned about winning or losing in this. I'm just doing this one for fun, just to see what I can do. With the wings that I'm going to be making there, what time are we going to be starting the eating portion of this? Like when are we starting right away?
The competitors or the people?
The competitors. When do we start?
We're going to start right at 9:05. So right at 9:05 when we kick the show off, we'll do a small introduction and we're going to go right to wing number 1. So we're going to have the first wing before the first song.
Drop it in the half pipe.
All right, cool. Well, I'll get up with you tomorrow about some other details, but yeah, I'm looking forward to it. This is going to be fun.
Oh yeah, man! It's I am looking forward to it. I'm really excited again that you guys are going to be a part of this. And Holly, any final words for everybody before we wish them a fond farewell on this beautiful Monday evening?
Wish me luck.
I feel like you don't need the luck.
Yeah, right.
I don't wish a competitor luck.
See, and that's the scary one. She's like, I don't know if I can do it. She's gonna be like, rah. Like that's pretty sure. I see what you're up to, Holly, and I love it. I love it. Well, if you guys don't mind hanging with me for just a moment, I'm gonna pop you all into the green room. Let me go ahead and wrap this one up, and give me another 45 seconds to say goodbye to everybody, and I'll be right back with you guys. Awesome. Guys, thank you so much for joining me tonight. I really, really appreciate it. We were really fortunate to have Holly, Jerome, and Chris joining us. We are just chatting a little bit about Friday night show and what we are going to be doing. I'm going to go over these sauces really quick, real fast, baby. This is what we are looking at. We are looking at these 10 sauces right here for our Friday night show. This is season 25 from Hot Ones. A huge shout out to Hot Ones for the inspiration. My good friend Nathan Jewin from bringing it by. We're starting out with the classic hot sauce. On to Little Dick's Big Flavor Ghost Pepper Pear. To Neil's Real Deal Smoked Onion Hot Sauce is number 3. To the Los Calientes Verde, one of my favorites, number 4. Moving on to number 5, Dawson's Hot Sauce, the Apple Caraway. Ooh, that's going to be so good. Moving on to the Ninja Napalm, baby. Stepping it up to the Jerk and Scotch Bonnet ET Jerk, which is going to be a jerk, a Scotch Bonnet a jerk. That's going to be really, really good. The Bomb, number 8, Evolution. Hot sauce, if you guys have followed Hot Ones, you know that this is where you separate the champions from the not champions. Stepping up again to the Scorpion sauce, and then finally to the last dab. The Scoville units that we're looking at for Friday night start at 1,800 all the way to 2.693 million, hitting that last dab experience hot sauce, which is going to happen this Friday night. Super excited to have everybody. Thank you guys for joining me tonight. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful Monday. Make sure you check in with the Patreon show at 7:05 on Wednesday night. That is a private show over at patreon.com/KitchenKillaz. Thursday, we'll be live on TikTok, and Friday at 9:05 we kick off our second annual Hot Wing Challenge with our competitors, Scotch Bonnet, the Wrangler, and the Orphaner of Chickens, my man Chris Chapman. You guys have a good night. Stay out of trouble. I love you. Peace, love, and above all that other stuff, lots of happiness. And be sure to check out our KitchenKillaz barbecue sauce taste testing as well on Friday night. Our good friend Nathan Drew and Landon Nolan Tyler will be in the house. And also helping us with the judging is going to be Chef Dane, Bill Keevan, and our good friend Michelle Hess. You guys have a fantastic night. Stay out of trouble. I'm going to go ahead and put up this banner just because it's just full of sexy people. Look at all these sexy people. I'll talk to you guys soon.